5. I am concerned about the events that transpired during the last Finance Committee meeting. It seems that board members do not understand the importance of the resolution that they unanimously voted for in January that authorizes the business administrator to make contractually required payments in between board meetings. The board hired a new independent auditor to make sure that our payments are timely and accurate and that all payments have the appropriate legal authorization. At a recent board meeting, the independent auditor gave our financial statements its highest opinion. They said that our internal controls were excellent. Our business office has been recognized by the county for its financial best practices and has achieved a fiscal management rating of 100% in its CUSAC score from the state of New Jersey. In spite of that, the board is racking up legal fees, paying attorneys an hourly rate in an attempt to find ways to limit the authority of a business administrator who has a record of 22 perfect audits. This is an incredible waste of taxpayer money. Board members want to strip our business administrator of the authority to make contractually required payments, including debt service payments, in between board meetings. This could hurt our credit rating and result in the suspension of services needed by our students and teachers. I don't understand why the board paid over $50,000 to an audit firm only to reject their opinion that the business office, led by Mr. Gorski, produces excellent work. Stripping the business administrator of the authority to make legally required payments in between board meetings does not hurt him. It hurts our school district and our credit rating. Furthermore, there are board members who ran on the platform of transparency who are now complaining about Oprah requests after some of these requests have revealed information that is embarrassing to the board, most notably how the board's own choice for acting superintendent failed to earn the recommendation of the county superintendent who advised the board to appoint someone else to this position. Furthermore, the board needs to make the fiscally responsible decision and hire an in-house salaried attorney to handle its major legal services, including Oprah, and should not give the appearance that they are waging a war on transparency. I also want to ask about the new advertising initiative. I watched the Community Engagement and Communications Committee meeting, and during the meeting, it seemed that there were 5 sponsors willing to purchase advertising on our school property, but there was no dollar amount given. So how much revenue are we talking about that these 5 sponsors are bringing into the district, or projected revenue? Furthermore, how much will this new position of elementary supervisor get paid? What is the salary range for this position? And I would ask that somebody who is in this position be certificated to teach K-12 students in the state of New Jersey.
Dr. Lehman, would you like to answer?
First question regarding the advertising initiative. So the current project has 40 signs available for $1,000 each, and that is our current project. It's in the early stages of recruitment and acquiring potential customers, and we have 5 very favorable leads. As soon as we close the deals, quote unquote, close the deals, we would certainly have everything board approved, and that's when all the commitments and things will be finalized. There's a high profit margin. Our sign costs are very, very low, and everything will go right into the general fund, and we'll be able to allocate any of this revenue and or future projects that are developed. And hopefully this turns into a very lucrative program, because I know we have a lot of community interest in terms of being partners with us in our school district. And maybe that sign isn't their ideal target, but in the outreach and the conversations with potential leads, we were hearing what some other interests may be, and that will drive our future opportunities. The starting salary is just about $106,000. That's the entry-level number for a supervisor position.
Okay, and but someone with a lot of longevity would be paid more, is that correct?
Potentially. Yep, but the starting salary is, again, starting salary is 106, and then if there was somebody that came in with an extensive amount of experience or something, we would take a look at where they would potentially fall in a salary scale. Yep.
Okay. Does the board have any plans to hire an in-house salaried attorney?
No, we do not.
All right,
in fact, when the board had looked into that and we had interviews, it was uncovered that there's only 8 school districts in New Jersey that actually have in-house attorneys. And they themselves were wondering why Monroe wanted to bring somebody in-house. The board has decided last year not to go with an in-house attorney at this point.
All right, because our legal fees at this hourly rate are $80,000 more than new school budget than they were last year, and certainly more than when we had an in-house attorney. And so it would seem that we have legal needs that are probably greater than other districts.
No,
And-
that is not true with the in-house salary compared to what we are paying. Your figures are incorrect.
I don't think so. I disagree with you.
You can disagree, but the facts are facts.
No, we're paying over $200,000 in legal fees next year, and we paid less when we had an in-house attorney. And certainly, opioid requests shouldn't be costing us, and people who make them shouldn't be, named and shamed. There are other ways to save money, and changing a resolution that's been in place for years when we have perfect audits year after year is a waste of money.